Workplace bullying can and does happen. While most will think of school-aged children when we hear the word bullying, workplace bullying is just as important to stamp out. Let's be careful to use the term bullying correctly. Isolated, aggressive behaviour is just as nasty, but it's important to differentiate it from ongoing and repetitive bullying. So what is it, and how do you spot it? Bullying is repeated and unreasonable behaviour directed towards an individual or group of individuals. Some bullying behaviour may be obvious. It could be physical abuse or verbal abuse. Or it could be something covert and hard to spot, such as the deliberate spreading of rumours, deliberate exclusion, or simply ongoing innuendo. Workplace bullying can also occur online or via social media. Even if the actual bullying is done outside of work, it still constitutes unacceptable behaviour. Both men and women can be workplace bullies. While statistics show that men tend to engage in more aggressive bullying behaviour, women who suffer from bullying often tend to do so at the hands of fellow female employees. Even though reports commonly indicate that a large percentage of bullying is carried out by bosses, we'd be wrong to just throw them under the bus. After all, anyone can be a workplace bully, even co-workers or regular customers, and it's not always the case that someone in authority is acting as a bully. A manager in a company taking reasonable managerial action is not bullying. It is expected and necessary for supervisors to ensure managerial decisions and sometimes disciplinary actions are carried out. That is not the same thing as bullying. This logic works for the flip side as well. A stressed-out employee does not automatically mean they're being bullied. Take this for example. It's reasonable for a manager to delegate appropriate work to a staff member to complete in a reasonable time, even if the individual finds this stressful. However, consistently impossible to meet deadlines and the berating of someone who doesn't manage to do the impossible is a different scenario, and one that could be considered bullying. Workplace dress codes are another good example. It's reasonable for management to expect and enforce appropriate attire that complies with the company's code of conduct, but it's not reasonable for inappropriate or harassing comments to be made about an employee's appearance. If you see or hear repeated behaviour that you think is bullying, then you should report this to an appropriate person in your organisation.